In just a few months, the bell at one local school will ring for the last time. The Davenport School Board voted to close J.B. Young in October last year. And elementary and intermediate students who would have gone there this coming fall, will head to other schools in the district. KWQC's Kaya Edwards joins us now. And some people, Kaya, are concerned with the way many of these kids could be traveling.
A group of community leaders reached out to us because they're worried about the middle school students who don't qualify for busing. They say the walk from J.B. Young School to Smart Intermediate is through a rough neighborhood. So they walked the route themselves, and they wanted us to come with them.
Several of our community members talked about taking a walk in our shoes.
A 1.6-mile walk from Community Center United Neighbors to Smart Intermediate School on West 5th Street.
How long do you think it's going to take us?
I would say about 45, 50 minutes.
All right, well, I guess we should take off.
Ralph Kelly and John DeTay grew up in Davenport. They're leading the way mostly along residential streets and taking note of any red flags.
We haven't seen any boarded up houses, which is good.
What? What can we have? What's that right there?
Well, that's the first one.
The first of many more.
This one right here is vacant, John.
We also saw uneven sidewalks, unkempt yards, and empty liquor bottles. DeTay collected them in a plastic bag he also found along the way. All while imagining how such sights and sounds would impact the kids' lives.
If I'm living in a neighborhood in which I'm trying to upkeep mine and I'm walking through all of these that are not, it really takes away from their encouragements or their opportunities to want to do better.
Kelly and DeTay say a north-south border along Brady Street would send more students to Sudlow Intermediate, a safer route they believe. But school board president Ralph Johansson says the chances of reconsidering the boundaries.
The administration worked for a long time to develop those boundaries.
Are slim.
I would say that there wasn't a lot of parent input when the boundaries were shown to parents and to the community. So to look at the boundaries now after they've been considered, for there to be any reconsideration would be really difficult. I'll just say that.
DeTay and Kelly say they figured as much.
If the boundaries remain the same as the board voted, we'll have to step up and create safe passages for these kids.
That's why they're also looking for anything that could become a safe place for the kids.
Here's a park. That's good. What's the name of this park?
Well, we finally made it here. This is it. This completes our walk. There is only 3 places that I can think of that would be considered safe havens for kids if they needed to use the restroom, needed assistance, and 2 of those were liquor stores.
Still, they plan to let those business owners know roughly 150 more students could be walking their direction this fall.
We have to take pride in what's ours.
And they'd like the school board to work with the city by adding crossing signs.
And in fact, we saw young people crossing in the middle of the street.
Kids are crossing right now
Yeah,
in the middle.
that's what they're doing.
Especially on the busier streets.
We have 109 square miles of district here. So it would be challenging to think about how would we make sure that every walk route is the way everybody wants it. So I think that it's an interesting question, and it's one that I will think about, and perhaps I'll even bring it up as something that the board might discuss.
DeTay and Kelly say school board members may get a better understanding of at least this route.
They may be enlightened.
If they too take a walk in the students' shoes. In Davenport, Kaya Edwards, KWQC, TV6 News.
School board members and candidates are invited to do just that. Tomorrow, there will be a community walk from United Neighbors to Smart Intermediate at 5 p.m. Organizers say walking at that time should allow everyone to survey street lighting conditions.